Congratulations to our special guest Doug from Connecticut. He outpredicted us with that one pick, Bobby Lashley. He steals the title away from Big J to end the year. Congratulations once again, and we hope you can do it again in our next pay-per-view for the Royal Rumble. Here's the recap on what had happened in TLC. Humberto Carrillo defeated Andrade in the kickoff show. The New Day retained their SmackDown Tag Team titles over the Revival. Aleister Black went victorious on Buddy Murphy. The Raw Tag Team Championship ended with a double countout. The OCs accepted the open challenge against the Viking Raiders. After the countout, the Viking Raiders powerbombed Carl Anderson on the KFC Chicken Licking Good table. King Corbin defeated Roman Reigns, but the heat between them did not end. Both superstars and others battled backstage and went on after the main event. Bray Wyatt defeated The Miz, however the surprise appearance of Daniel Bryan attacked Bray until the lights went out. Bobby Lashley wins with Lana's assistance over Rusev. And the Kabuki Warriors remained the Women's Tag Team Champions by defeating Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Asuka climbed the ladder and took down the titles to end the show. And there you have it, the wrap-up, tables, ladders, and chairs. Thank you everyone for listening to the Hard Hittin Wrestling Show. I'm Ovi Muniz. TLC is now closed, and as WWE focuses on the Royal Rumble, let's review the matches that took place. Andrade and Humberto Carrillo once again delivered a spectacular match in the kickoff show. Some commentating errors were mentioned, however Darren, Twitter username at HBKid718, stated that Humberto Carrillo's first loss was not with Andrade, it was with Seth Rollins. Overall, as Counter at CXNRMXD stated, that was a great match. Can't even lie. And that is true. These guys went head to head during the kickoff show, put a mark on what was supposed to be expected for the rest of the TLC show. And talking about the rest of the TLC show, the actual event started with the New Day. The New Day defeated the Revival, and it's just what you expected. These guys, no matter how many times they face each other, these matches get better and better. I could not have said it best that Chatterson from Twitter simply put, banging match with the right result to open the show and with the right result to heat up the crowd going forward into the rest of the night. You said it best, my friend. On to the next match, the Viking Raiders and the OCs. The OCs accepted the challenge, which they claim they are the world's best tag teams versus the Raw Tag Team Champions. But how it ended, Ivar wiped out the OCs with a suicide dice from inside the ring that landed outside the ring. This had been a restart count, but for some odd reason the referee counted both teams out. And like Gabriel stated on at GJ Productions 3, he was furious on that call, and I was so confused on why the referee did not restart the count. But it is what it is. They both end up in a tie, and I wouldn't be surprised moving on forward that we see these two tag teams going at it once again. Aleister Black defeated Buddy Murphy. It was an outstanding match, just like everyone had hoped it would be. There was nothing bad except for both of them just kept going after each other, blows to blows. Aleister Black was busted open, but at the end, it was Aleister Black who did his signature move and defeated Buddy Murphy for the pinfall. Roman Reigns losing to King Corbin is defined as another ongoing storyline. Roman Reigns was attacked by Corbin, Ziggler, and the Revival. And we all know the reason why the Revival was there is because of Robert Roode being suspended. They needed some more people in there. Nobody really came to aid for Roman Reigns, and that was the reason why King Corbin defeated Roman. 316, which is KB 1862, was wondering who will come to the rescue. And Leo Wiggs made an assumption already, and he stated that if he were Roman Reigns, he will not talk to anyone in the locker room. Well, I'll tell you this, my friend. The brawl took place backstage, which kind of interrupted the Street Profits promo backstage. And next thing you know, they kept going at it all the way through towards the end of the main event. And who knows what could happen come to Friday SmackDown. I can't wait to see what's going to happen, especially now that TLC is over with. All the titles should be on the line, and there's more to it later on. The main event consisted by the Kabuki Warriors versus Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. That match was like a seesaw. One team had advantage, then it was the other team, then the other, and then the other. And so it was kind of chaotic on what was happening. However, at the end of the match, it was the Kabuki Warriors that came out on top. Asuka went to the top, climbed the top of the ladder, grabbed the titles, and they won. But the biggest concern was Kairi pretty much wasn't around towards the end of the match. Some were speculating that she suffered a concussion. But today on Twitter, she did give a thumbs up, the emoji sign, and let's hope that she's on the next episode of Raw. And talk about the next episode, what is next really for the entire WWE moving on forward for the Royal Rumble? Well, I can tell you this much. Not a lot of titles are on the line, and I expect that every single title should be defended for the Royal Rumble. We could cancel out the Tag Team Championship belts since they were being defended, but hey, everyone's looking for that big step for WrestleMania, and from here on out, this is everything counts, man. Everything counts. So let's see what's going on. You know, we got Randy Orton, who has AJ Styles frustrated, and there's a match on Raw between them two. AJ Styles is never alone, and who knows what could happen there. That match could end up being a six-man tag with having Randy Orton and the Viking Raiders versus the OCs. Seth Rollins and AOP, they're like the biggest heel now in Raw. Who could actually step up to them? There's a few names out there that I might think. Probably Kevin Owens might come back and just start whipping some ass. I don't know. But what about Drew McIntyre? Or what about maybe Bobby Lashley? Probably not, because he's too romantic in love with Lana. But what about Johnny Morrison? Johnny Morrison signed a big contract with WWE. Should he make an appearance and maybe challenge Seth Rollins? That could be a good possibility. The roster is very limited on Raw to see who actually can step up to the plate. So my biggest guess right now, the only one option really is Kevin Owens. But should Johnny Morrison come out, that'll be the best opportunity for him to start on the big stage, because he is the main event type of person. So why not? We haven't seen the end of Rusev and Bobby Lashley, I'll tell you this much. I wouldn't be surprised if they have one more match going on to the next episode of Monday Night Raw. Humberto Carrillo and Andrade matched up during the TLC kickoff. Carrillo won fair and square. However, what's the relationship with Andrade and Selena Vega? Are they still going to be together? Or are we going to have another match between Andrade and Carrillo? Or simply maybe put Rey Mysterio in the mix and we can have a US title match between them three? Who knows? And then, lastly, Charlotte and Becky Lynch. What's going to happen with them two? Are we going to see them two going at it? Should Becky Lynch defend her title before the end of the year? If she doesn't do it now, hopefully they could do it the following week or in 2 weeks or so when they come down to my home state, Hartford, Connecticut, in which I will be there to see the last Monday Night Raw of the decade. And moving on to SmackDown, what's really going to happen with the Intercontinental Championship? Who's really going to chase Shinsuke Nakamura? We already know that Daniel Bryan and The Fiend is going to go at it again for the next Royal Rumble. And that belt will be on the line. The question is, will The Miz be in the mix to make it a triple threat match? Then as far as the SmackDown Women's title, we know we're definitely going to see Lacey Evans, and let's see if she's going to battle with Sasha Banks or actually chase the title and steal it away from Bayley. But enough with Raw and SmackDown. The biggest event that's going to happen this week is going to come up with NXT. That's right. We got 2 championship belts on the line. the women's title, the women's NXT title, and the men's NXT title. That's right. And who could forget? You know, Shayna Baszler is going to defend her title versus Rhea Ripley. And who knows what could happen between them two, because the winner or the loser may have a factor of who stays and who goes in NXT. Remind you that WWE's been releasing superstars from their roster, so why not bring up NXT roster into the mix? And also, we have the NXT Championship with Adam Cole versus Finn Balor. You can't top that even better, man, with those two matches, especially these two men going at it. It's going to be amazing. I just hope that whoever's the winner, I mean, regardless who the winner is, they're both good. They're outstanding. Well, I'm going to put my bet on Finn Balor to defeat Adam Cole. That's just my opinion. And who knows? Maybe we need that person like Adam Cole to move to Raw and challenge Seth Rollins, because they have already matched up, and we didn't even get a winner or a loser on that match. So let's see what goes from there. And that about wraps everything up here on my post TLC podcast going on here. That's right, it's the Hard Hittin Wrestling Show. Thank you for listening to the Hard Hittin Wrestling Show, and visit hhwshow.com for the latest podcasts, videos, and blogs. On behalf of Clovercrest Media Group and HHW Crew, I'd like to thank everyone for listening and enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays, everyone.